The Borgias is about a very politically influential family that were out for themselves, but out to try and make a sort of a good Italy. They were out to try and join Italy together and yeah, gain more power and money. I play Lucrezia Borgia. Lucrezia Borgia is the daughter of the Borgia family, and the Borgia family is a very kind of close-knit family. They all love each other and will do everything for each other, and kind of will put the family first before themselves. As much as there's a lot of love going on, and as much as she, you know, loves her brother and loves her father, she is kind of a pawn for the family to get on in life. So she will be used for a marriage tool, basically, to link their family with other powerful families to kind of make political gain, really. Jeremy Irons is great as Alexander. He plays it with a kind of quite an intense gravity, but a lot of likeability there as well. You know, he has to make. He's very powerful, but it's a very difficult position to be in, to try and rule a country, but be kind of the sort of voice of God of that country at the same time. They're two things that are very different, very far apart sometimes. When Jeremy sits in his big throne with his massive Pope's mitre on, he definitely has a slight bit of gravitas, you know. And when there's all loads of extras on set looking at Jeremy in his Pope's mitre, you know, there is that kind of a sense of awe slightly. Neil's been amazing, actually. I love the way he shoots. He really he makes everything feel very natural, and it's all about the acting more so than the camera angles. So sometimes, you know, you'll just do a few takes from a few angles and it all just feels, and he'll let you do it as well. He'll just let you do what you want to do, and then maybe come in with little bits of direction, and so it kind of, he lets you feel like the character is your own, which has been fantastic. You know, when I first auditioned, I didn't really know much about the Borgias at all, and I just went on Wikipedia, obviously, the first thing that anyone goes on, and started reading a bit about Lucrezia Borgia, and I was like, oh my gosh, why have I never heard of her? She's lived such an amazing life and gone through, and really powerful as well. When you think of sort of old-fashioned politics or whatever, you always think that the women never really had much of a role, but they really did. She was an incredibly kind of educated, powerful person, and very manipulative with it as well. She knew how to work people, and to work men particularly, I think, as well. She had a string of famous lovers. The Borgias it's about a very close-knit, loving family, that even though they're in a position of influence and power, they're still essentially a very close family. And so I think most people everywhere can relate to sort of family ties and family duties and family responsibility. But they're also, you know, they were kind of like the original crime family. So it's all that power and corruption and politics and sexual exploitation that, you know, you still find in so many levels in society today, which is not changed, unfortunately. So it's kind of a mix of politics and love.